Hi, hello, and howdy, and welcome to Of Goths and Goblins, the show where we talk about monsters, both real and imaginary. I'm the grave marker that's no longer legible, Delaney. Emma, please make a goblin noise. Thank you, Emma. And before we begin, I just wanted to give a warning that this episode contains discussions of sexual violence, themes of BDSM, and murder and kidnapping. If any of this disturbs you, you can click away now. There's always next week's episode, next Fridays. You know. We're in a different recording area. If you can't hear, it's real whack. My noggin's all scrambled. There's a dog.
Yeah, we've got a guest this week. We've got Beast, the 10-year-old diabetic Pomeranian.
Yeah, he is an icon.
He looks like he's crying right now.
He always looks like he's crying.
But, he's just staring at me.
Oh, you poor little man. You're so... Oh, no, please don't.
Don't do that.
Oh, really? Right in front of me. He's licking his dick. Oh, my God. Please stop.
Stop looking.
Well, maybe he should stop doing that.
Where else is he gonna go? He's gotta keep an eye on us.
There's an entire house he can go. There's a bathroom right
He's
there.
He's gotta keep an eye on us. The door's locked. It's not locked. The door's closed.
He weighs what? Half a pound?
Yeah.
Weirdo. So anyway, Emma, what are we talking about today?
Today we are going to be talking about John Edward Robinson. Mm. He is oftentimes called the internet's first serial killer.
Okay.
So John Robinson was born December 27th, 1943. He was born in Illinois to a alcoholic father and a very strict religious mother.
Okay.
Great childhood.
Great combo of parents.
It's a great, yeah. No, but just an interesting fact about him before I actually go into what he's done. Mm-hmm. In 1957, he was an Eagle Scout, and while in the Scouts, he traveled to London and sang in front of Queen Elizabeth.
Okay, okay. 1. Eagle Scout. Is that a Boy Scout?
Yeah, it's like Boy Scouts.
Okay. 2. Why are they singing?
I don't know.
3. Why are they singing in London in front of the Queen?
I don't know. It's they won some prestigious awards, so they went and sang. And
okay.
Yeah, it was... But yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting.
That's really interesting, but it's weird.
It is definitely weird, yes. No, but that's just an interesting thing I found about him. But that was in 1957. And a year later, in 58, his parents enrolled him at Quigley Preparatory... Quigley Preparatory Seminary in Chicago. That's for aspiring priests. And he wasn't there for long. After 1 year, he dropped out for disciplinary issues. He had anger problems.
As we all do.
Well, he had to be kicked out of school.
Okay, maybe not that bad then.
You can suppress your anger issues. He could not.
Fair enough.
But... Later, after he got his high school diploma and everything, he enrolled in Morton Junior College to become an X-ray technician. He dropped out of that again.
Okay.
He didn't get his credentials to be the technician. And then in 1964, he moved to Kansas City and married Nancy Jo Lynch.
Okay. Great.
He got married. They're living their life in Kansas City.
We've been to Kansas City.
We have been to Kansas City, yes.
It was better than the La Quinta next door.
Oh my gosh.
That hotel was so gross.
It was real sketch. And I feel bad for the La Quinta next door if it was better than that.
If that was better than the La Quinta next door... There were 3 ants in the bed. 3 separate
spiders.
Ants.
I think there was some mouse poop in the corner
of
the bathroom.
Oh, yes. I think there was human shit on the wall. Oh. Well, you know what?
This
is going to be an explicit
episode.
It's going to be an explicit episode. Did you not hear the warning? I gave a warning.
You did. You didn't give a warning for swearing, though.
Sorry, yeah, we're gonna be swearing in this episode because I can.
We swear in every episode.
Yeah. We try so hard not to, and then it's just shit. Ah, fuck. This episode's already gonna be marked as explicit.
It's true. Okay. But in 1964, he married Nancy, and by 1971, he had 3 children. So that's just a little background information on him. But for the first time John was arrested was in 1969.
Nice. That's when my mom was born.
She's old.
She's only like 50-something. You be nice to Lisa.
No, but he was arrested for embezzling $33,000 from Dr. Wallace Graham.
It's always the embezzlement. 9 times out of 10, people aren't arrested, like murderers and stuff, aren't arrested for normal murder things.
It's something to do with money.
Like Al Capone got arrested because he like tax evasion. It's like, Al,
no,
my dude.
But no, while he was working under Dr. Wallace Graham, he was a X-ray technician.
Okay.
He forged his credentials because he never graduated, and then he embezzled $33,000. And he was sentenced to 3 years of probation.
Not even prison?
Nope, not prison, just probation.
Okay. What is probation?
Probation, it's kind of like you have to like check in with someone, you have to like follow certain rules, like a curfew, and you can't get arrested, you can't be like accused of things, like just kind of like you have to be a good citizen and whatnot.
Yeah,
that type of thing.
Probation is one of those things that I've always heard, but I'm like, I don't really know what that means. What it is. So it's like house arrest without the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the man couldn't even handle probation. Okay.
Buddy.
He violated his probation by moving to Chicago without telling his probation officer. He could have moved, but he didn't tell his probation officer. He's just like up and left.
Oh my god.
And in Chicago, he took a job as an insurance salesman.
Okay.
And was once again arrested for embezzling.
Oh my god. You think he'd learn?
He was forced to return to Kansas City because he violated probation, and he's got to go back. He wasn't put in prison for this. He just sent back to Kansas and got his probation extended.
Okay.
In 1965, his probation was extended again for mail fraud.
Oh my god. See, but like mail fraud is that thing where it's like, that's the worst crime. You can murder a man, be in prison for 3 years.
You mess with the mail.
You accidentally opened your neighbor's mail. Life.
Death
sentence.
Yes.
How dare you accidentally open that Victoria's Secret catalog?
Yes. But during his probation, he spent his time making himself seem like a great citizen, a very personable guy. He became a scoutmaster for his kids. He became a baseball coach and a Sunday school teacher.
Who let him?
He probably messed with his credentials,
I mean, yeah.
Forged them. But in 1977, he talked his way onto a local charitable organization. Mm-hmm. He became a member of the board of directors. He eventually had himself named Man of the Year, and he had a dinner in his honor. He's like, I'm the Man of the Year. Let's have a dinner for me.
I'm so great, guys. Let me tell you how great I am. I'm so great. We're having dinner to celebrate my greatness.
Yes. It's funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty goddamn funny.
It's really funny.
And by 1979, he finally completed his probation. But a year later, in 1980, he was under arrest again on multiple charges of embezzlement and check forgery.
You think he'd learn?
He swindled $25,000 from his neighbors and friends.
How?
I don't. He would write checks for the charitable place. They'd write checks to that, but he'd cash them for himself. So, yeah. But around 1980, that's a time when he started propositioning his neighbors' wives. to have sex with him. And he got in multiple fist fights with his neighbors because of this.
I mean, you know what? I can respect the neighbors.
I mean, if someone propositioned my wife, I'd be kind of pissed.
Oh, yeah, same.
Like, what the hell? Why would you
like my guy
ask me first?
Well, I mean, ask us both at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sit us down on a couch first, at least.
Let's talk this through, man, okay? Like, just chill.
Calm down, my dude.
No, but while propositioning his neighbors at the same time, he joined a secret sadomasochism cult called the International Council of Masters and became known as a slave master.
A cult?
Yes, it's a cult. His duties in this cult were to lure victims to gatherings where they were tortured and raped by other members. Yeah.
This took such a dark turn.
A big turn. Oh, Embezzlement, fine, whatever, mail fraud, whatever. Oh, okay, this is...
out of left field.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But in 1984, he once again continued embezzling and stealing money. Well, it's not stealing, it's embezzling, forgery, you know.
Embezzling is just rich people words for stealing.
Exactly, yes. In 1984, he had started 2 fraudulent shell companies. And he hired Paula Godfrey, 19 at the time, as a sales associate. Paula told her friends and family that Robinson was sending her away for training. Her parents eventually became worried when they didn't hear from her for a couple days and filed a missing persons report.
As they should.
Yes. And Robinson denied knowing about Paula's whereabouts. He said, I don't know where she is, when Paula said she was training for him. And he said, nope, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do that.
Gaslight.
Yes. Later, police found a typewritten note from Paula saying that she was all right and didn't want to see her family.
Never trusted typewritten.
No.
You just gotta be handwriting, signed, picture, holding a spoon.
Yes. But said she was an adult. She was 19, and there was no evidence of foul play or kidnapping. The police didn't do anything. And to this day, there's been no evidence found of Paula Godfrey.
That sucks.
Yeah. In 1994, Robinson began using the name John Osborne. While using this name, he met Lisa Stacy and her 4-month-old Tiffany in a battered women's shelter. You know, because he's an upstanding citizen.
Of course.
He's got to help the community.
Of course.
But he promised her a job, an apartment, and daycare for Tiffany. And she signed several blank sheets of paper. Sketchy, yeah.
Yeah.
A few days later, Robinson contacted his brother and sister-in-law. The two had not been able to conceive a child or adopt, and he said he knew of a baby whose mother committed suicide. Lisa was never heard from after this. And the brother and sister-in-law had a new baby. Yep. In 1987, so 2 years after Tiffany went missing, Catherine Clampett left her child with her parents in Wichita Falls and moved to Kansas City. She was looking for employment, and once again, John Robinson, being the upstanding citizen he is, hired her and promised to pay her for traveling and get her a new wardrobe of clothes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
She disappeared in June, and I'm pretty sure her missing case file is still open. I mean, obviously, they think he did it, but they just don't have evidence.
They just can't prove it.
Yes. All this is before 1987.
Oh.
But afterwards, from 1987 to 1993, Robinson is in prison. He's been incarcerated.
For embezzlement?
No.
Oh.
Not for embezzlement. He was incarcerated in both Kansas and Missouri because
Oh, yes.
Kansas City is in both of them.
For a second, I was really confused. I was like, what?
He was there for fraud and parole violations.
Okay, finally.
Yeah, finally. He's in prison.
After what? Like, at least 8 parole violations?
Yeah, probably that many. But while in prison, he met a woman named Beverly Bonner. She was the librarian at the prison.
Mm-hmm.
And after his release, Beverly left her husband and went to work for Robinson. After she left her husband, her family never heard from her again, but her alimony checks were still cashed.
Okay.
They thought she was alive because her alimony checks were cashed. But we know now. We know better now.
Yeah.
But during this, after 1993, Robinson found a social networking site where he used the name Slave Master.
Wow. Original.
And looked for submissive partners.
Right.
The first person he met online was Sheila Faith. He pretended to be a wealthy man who would support Sheila and his daughter. Sheila and her daughter, Debbie. In 1994, the two moved from their home in California to Kansas City and disappeared.
Great.
Robinson was still cashing her pension checks for the next 7 years. So he likes money. Money's his go-to thing.
If the 80 counts of embezzlement wasn't proof enough.
Yeah, he likes his money.
I mean, don't we all? But I don't murder people. So.
He hasn't murdered anyone.
Obviously.
Don't you see the police couldn't catch him on anything yet?
Obviously. My bad.
Exactly.
I don't make women miraculously disappear. You know? But I like money is the point. The point is I like money, but I don't kill people.
I like money's pretty great.
Money's great.
No, but soon Robinson became well known in the BDSM online chat rooms.
Fantastic.
Yes. And in 1999, he offered Isabella Lewicka a job and relationship. She came to Kansas City, and Robinson, who's still married, he's been married this entire time.
Is it still to what's her face?
Yes, still to Nancy.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. The 3 kids, yes. She came to Kansas City.
How?
So Isabella came to Kansas City, and Robinson gave her an engagement ring, and they paid for a marriage license that was never picked up. Isabella told her parents that she was married, but never told them the name of her husband.
And that's sus.
It is, yes. And she also signed a 115-page contract that gave Robinson almost complete control of her.
Okay, for starters, no. Don't do that. Second of all, I doubt she read every single word of that. It's like
probably not.
Apple
I don't even read the
services.
terms and services most of the time.
Like, imagine how many companies have my information just because I didn't read the terms and services.
Yeah.
I all this is to say that I don't blame her.
No,
She's not the problem here.
Obviously, off of all that we've heard, it's not her, it's Robinson. But no, and after she signed the contract, they were together for a while without the knowledge of anyone else, obviously. And in the summer of 1999, Isabella disappeared.
Great.
Robinson told people that she had been caught smoking and was deported.
Just like smoking?
Smoking weed. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was like...
She was smoking weed, and the people, what are they called?
ICE?
ICE, yeah. The people caught her and had her deported.
No, you just was like, for smoking. I was like, tobacco? No, we can't have that. Not in this country. Tobacco's illegal.
Tobacco, get a gun.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of upset that they, you have to be 21 to smoke tobacco.
I got so upset when that happened. It's like, I don't want to, but I would like the option to.
It literally happened like less than 10 days after I turned 18. Like, I wasn't gonna smoke cigarettes or tobacco.
Like the option to.
Yeah. But no, she was deported for weed, not tobacco.
Yeah, okay.
And around the same time Isabella disappeared, Robinson and Suzette Troughton met. Suzette moved to Kansas City, and Suzette's mother had received typed letters that were mailed to
It's
her.
the typed letters.
It's always the type, yeah.
It's always.
Well, who's gonna take the time to write?
I would. If you're gonna murder someone, have them write a few handwritten notes beforehand. Sorry, no.
I mean, that's what
Don't murder
Leonardo
people.
did.
Yeah, exactly.
She's thinking things through.
Robinson's just an
idiot.
jackass. We don't respect him. He's burning in hell if he's dead. Is he dead?
No.
Well, he's burning in prison. Prison?
Yes, he's in prison.
I don't know why. For some reason,
Spoilers, he's in prison, guys.
Spoiler alert, the man who probably murdered all of these women.
The serial killer I'm talking about.
Yeah, the fact that we're talking about it was probably in prison or dead.
Yes.
Unless he's the Zodiac.
But no, Suzette's mother received typed letters, and they were mailed to her, and she didn't question it. Later, Troughton's mother was told that she had run off after she stole money from Robinson. So Suzette's gone. She's disappeared like all the other women, and her mother was told that she stole money from Robinson. So yeah, that's how she disappeared.
Great. Yeah. Disappeared. Heavy air quotes.
Yes. But after this, Robinson was still messing around with things, still trying to get money, still trying to commit mail fraud and whatnot, all these things. But he was careless in what he was doing because all of these missing persons cases he's been named in.
Yeah.
Like, the police have questioned him in how many is this, like 5 missing persons cases?
He's a person of interest in any disappearance. Yeah.
So in 2000, so that was 22 years ago.
Wow.
2000, he was arrested after 2 women filed sexual battery complaints against him.
Good for them.
And the police found 2 dead bodies on his property. And they were identified as Isabella, and Suzette. Because they found the bodies, they obviously have the permission to go look at all of his other properties. And in 2 garages under his name, he had like a bunch of like this mini storage garages like everywhere in Missouri and Kansas and all those.
Yeah.
But the police went to all of his other garages and they found the other bodies. They found the bodies of Sheila and Debbie, the mother and daughter. Yeah. Well, one of the mother and daughters. And they were in chemical drums. All 3 of those women and that girl were killed the same way, with a blow to the back of the head. And in 2002, Robinson was sentenced to death.
Good.
In Kansas, because Kansas still has the death penalty.
Good. Let's be real here.
But police had a lot of issues actually not getting him arrested, but like what to do with him because he crossed state lines.
Yeah. Jurisdiction and all that bullshit.
Missouri and Kansas both wanted to have him in their custody.
Which, let me go on a 2-second tangent. Why we shouldn't have cities on state borders. Because
what about Sioux City? That's in Sioux Falls, Nebraska, and Iowa.
Sioux Falls is my favorite state.
No! Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. It's in South Dakota, Iowa, and Kansas. Fuck. Kansas. Just give me a second. Let me think this through.
You're getting there.
Sioux City. It's in South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska.
There we go.
I got it. Yeah.
But I don't think cities need to be in multiple states, because all I have to do is cross the street and bam, I'm in another jurisdiction. Bam. Yeah. I don't understand how jurisdiction works. Either way, that's bullshit.
I mean, they can obviously like still chase you down and everything.
Yeah.
Actually.
No, because if it's another jurisdiction, they don't have the right.
If it's like a county.
Exactly.
Or like a state trooper, because I know like in car chases up by Minnesota, the state troopers have to call the Minnesota state troopers and be like, hey, we're in a high-speed chase,
just a heads up.
So hey, and then most of the time, obviously they're gonna let them chase them down and everything. Sometimes they'll help out, but they still have to call.
It's like, hey Kyle, it's me
again.
Just want to let you know
I got a red car going 120 down the interstate.
Yeah, might want to be on the lookout for that. Yeah.
But no, Missouri and Kansas had trouble deciding which state Robinson would be held in.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still on death row in Kansas today.
Good.
A little bit about his family after the thing. Nancy Robinson did not file for divorce until 2005. Yeah. That was after 41 years of marriage.
But to be fair, how aware was she?
Hardly at all.
Yeah.
Obviously, when he was arrested, she found everything out. And they were very religious. They had 3 children together, and it was a difficult situation to put her in.
Yeah. At first, I was judging her. Now I feel bad for judging her. She was doing the best she could.
She was. He was probably an asshole to her, too.
Yeah. If he got fired for anger issues, kicked out of school for anger issues, I pity that woman so much. I feel so bad for her and the kids. I keep forgetting he has 3 kids.
He has 3 kids, yes.
Oh my god.
But in 2006, Tiffany, you remember Tiffany?
Yes, I do.
The child who was given to his brother and sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
She filed a civil suit against the Truman Medical Center and won because they did not catch that she wasn't in the adoption system. She shouldn't have been adopted by them. And
good for her.
Now she uses her mother's name.
Good for her.
Yes. And that's kind of it, you know. Robinson's in prison. People are dead. I mean...
Beast, what do you think about this?
He's on death row. Wait. Very few people...
Beast, what do you think about this? He's on death row. He doesn't care.
No, I'm talking about Robinson.
Okay.
Very few people actually, get killed on death row.
Yeah.
They die in death row, but they're not killed by the government.
But they're treated like garbage, or like they deserve to be...
It's true.
I have such strong feelings about that. Thank you for coming to TED Talk. We've had 3 separate TED Talks in this episode.
We are going all over the place.
We've been everywhere, but it's great. The story, terrible. The way that it was given, the way that it was presented, that's the word I'm looking for. The way that the story was presented, great.
Yeah, I got all the dates up in here, bro. Don't even worry about it.
Where you go? I can't ever
got numbers, dates. Got dead people, got names.
I love it.
Yep.
Is that all you've got?
That's all I got. That's Robinson.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to Of Goths and Goblins. Please remember to rate and review us on Apple iTunes. And we have a YouTube channel now.
Yes, I forgot about that.
It's Of Goths and Goblins on YouTube. It's exciting. We only have 5 episodes up, which is half of our episodes anyway, so it's fine.
It's fine.
We have a TikTok, Of Goths and Goblins.
What, we got 3 videos on there?
4.
4? Okay.
Grand total 5 views.
It's all
us. Once again, it's always all us. We have an Instagram. Go check us out on Instagram, Of Goths and Goblins.
It's all of Goths and Goblins.
It really is. We chose a great name. No one has taken it, and I'm like, great. Love that. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can email us at ofgodsandgoblins@gmail.com. That's it. Thank you for listening. And remember, is the dog warm or is it just peeing on you?